Not long ago, we completed our rankings of the greatest players in NBA history at each position. However, there is another very important role on each team, the sixth man. These players are relied on to bring energy off the bench and maintain an elite level of play on the court, even when the starters are sitting. Today, we're going to look at those who filled that role the best, the greatest sixth men in NBA history. Before we get started, make sure you watch till the end of this video to see how you can get free NBA tickets from Game Time, who was kind enough to sponsor this video. Game Time is the easiest way to buy event tickets. There's a link in the description to download the app as well as our discount code, which we'll talk more about at the end of this video. But for now, let's get started. Number 10, John Starks. If you had to ask a casual NBA fan to name someone from the 1990s Knicks other than Patrick Ewing, they'd probably say John Starks. He was electrifying, both as a contributor and as a player. He could score and defend, but he had an attitude and could get the crowd on its feet. He was in and out of the starting lineup for most of his career in New York, but no matter what role he played hard and contributed on both ends of the court. During his 8 seasons in New York, he averaged about 14 points and 4 assists. He won the 6th Man of the Year award in 1997 and was even selected to the All-Defensive Second Team in 1993. Number 9, Jason Terry. It's not very often that a championship team's second best player is its 6th man, but that was the case for the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. Jason Terry was a key role player in the Mavericks' win over the Miami Heat and had been for a few years. In fact, the year he won 6th Man of the Year, he averaged nearly 20 points a game, off the bench. He hit numerous big shots and killed teams with his quick pull-up threes. He could be somewhat volatile as an offensive player, but man, he was fun to watch. Number 8, Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is a straight-up killer scoring machine. He has one of the best crossovers in NBA history and can and will shoot from just about anywhere. If he's on a roll that night, it's pretty much game over. Once he gets hot, he can absolutely shoot the lights out and break the ankles of any defender that dares to get in his way. He won the 6th Man of the Year award twice with 2 different teams and has been a valuable bench player for several playoff teams. Number 7, Detlef Schrempf. Detlef's best days as a 6th man were in Indiana, where he averaged a crazy 17 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 4 assists as a reserve. He won back-to-back 6th Man of the Year awards and was selected to the All-NBA 3rd Team in 1995. He was unique in that he was 6'9", could play power forward or small forward, and could shoot from pretty much anywhere and get to the rim. He was a do-it-all player and is known as one of the best international players in league history. Number 6, Michael Cooper. Often lost in the shuffle of the Showtime Lakers is Michael Cooper. He wasn't the typical 6th man. He was a good shooter, but what he was most known for was his defense. Instead of providing an offensive spark off the bench, he came in and shut down opponents. I mean, the guy won Defensive Player of the Year and was selected to 5 All-Defensive First Teams as a bench player. That's pretty amazing. He won 5 championships with the Lakers and earned the reputation for being one of the greatest defenders in league history. Number 5, Vinnie Johnson. Vinnie the Microwave Johnson, a legend in Detroit, earned his nickname by doing one thing: scoring. A lot. Like Jamal Crawford and Jason Terry listed before, Vinnie Johnson was simply a pure scorer, and he could heat up and change a game in an instant. He also hit many big shots in the playoffs and won 2 rings with the Detroit Pistons, where he made his name while backing up Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. That might seem like a tall task, but Vinnie was the perfect fit for the job. During his best years in Detroit, Vinnie averaged around 14 to 15 points a game in just about 25 minutes of play. And unlike some scoring 6th men, he was pretty efficient too, shooting around 46% from the floor for his career. Number 4, Toni Kukoc. Any Bulls player from the 90s has to end up on a greatest of all time list, right? Those were some great teams, and Toni Kukoc was an important part of some of them. He won 3 championships while with the Bulls and was named 6th Man of the Year in the 1996 season, in which he averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists in just 26 minutes. He was a 6'10 forward, but he could handle the ball and shoot from the perimeter like a guard. He also had excellent court vision. Basically, he was everything a championship team needed off the bench. High basketball IQ and enough talent and versatility to keep the ship steady. He never excelled as a full-time starter, but he was perfect for the Chicago Bulls bench. Number 3. Manu Ginobili. The Spurs dynasty has lasted much longer than some might have originally thought, and much of their success is thanks to Manu Ginobili. He's been a full-time starter for only 3 of his 14 seasons in the league, and yet has career averages of 14 points and 4 assists. His contributions to the Spurs championships is undeniable. He's hit numerous clutch shots and usually finishes the game on the floor despite coming off the bench. He's that good. The year he won 6th Man of the Year, he averaged over 19 points and 4 assists and shot over 40% from the three-point line. And the most important part, he contributes to a winning team, a championship team, a dynasty. Number 2. Kevin McHale. McHale is unique to this list in that he's the only player who also shows up on our top 10 rankings for his position. McHale wasn't just a great 6th man, he was a great player, one of the greatest of all time. He won back-to-back 6th Man of the Year awards and averaged about 19 points and 8 rebounds in those seasons. That's 19 points off the bench. McHale was a versatile big man who could score, pass, and rebound with excellent efficiency. He helped the Celtics win 3 championships, 2 while coming off the bench, and made the all-defensive team 3 times. Number 1. John Havlicek. And now we've arrived at the original 6th man himself, Hondo, John Havlicek. Havlicek was the perfect fit for this role. He was the quintessential 6th man. He was high energy, relentless, and gritty. He was also a lethal scorer, terrific defender, and a clutch shooter. In 16 seasons with Boston, he averaged about 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He basically did everything. He was one of the greatest all-around players the league has seen. His career ended before the 6th Man of the Year award was created, but he definitely would have won the award more than once in his career if it had. In fact, he was selected to the All-NBA second team twice, despite coming off the bench. Havlicek could basically do it all, and his 8 rings prove that he was just as valuable to his team as a 6th man than any one of the starters. So what do you think of our list? Did we leave someone out? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you follow us on social media to see previews of our videos before we post them, and follow me on Twitter at MTV_Sydney. Now about those free tickets. If you haven't heard of the Game Time app, go download it right now. There's a link in the description. Game Time is literally the easiest way to buy tickets. You can see the view from the seat before you buy, pay by taking a picture of your debit card, which then remains on file for future use, and you don't have to print anything. There are tickets available right now for literally $9, and if you use the promo code MTV, you'll get $10 off your purchase, which means those tickets are free. You're welcome, have fun. We're going to post a full review of the app on our new Gaming and Apps channel, so make sure you subscribe so you won't miss that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA mixes and top 10s.